Hello, welcome back to my channel Awesome Learning, and this is Mrs. Mriga Chibber, and I'm going to talk about muscles today. We have already covered about the various types of movements. Now in this video we are going to start with the muscle human muscular system. Okay, so first we will be starting with your NCERT. Muscle is a specialized tissue of mesodermal origin. Now children, when I was teaching you about heart, that time also I have told you about mesoderm. Again I will tell you that, or I will enlighten you that human beings are triploblastic. That means they are made up of three germ layers: ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm. So the muscles are the specialized tissue which originate from mesoderm. So this line is now clear to you. I hope it is clear to you now that muscles are mesodermal in origin. This means that muscles originate from mesoderm. About 40 to 50% of the body weight of a human adult is contributed by muscles. See? Just note down your weight, your body weight. 40 to 50% of your body weight is only contributed by muscles. Okay. They have special properties like excitability. That means muscles get excited. Contractility, they will contract. Extensibility, that means extend, or they will be increasing in the size. And elasticity, that means after increasing in size they can return back to their original size and shape. Okay, muscles have been classified using different criteria, namely location. That means we can differentiate muscles on the basis of location. We can also differentiate muscles on the basis of appearance. That means the way they look. We can also divide muscles in nature of regulation of activities. That means how do they perform their activities, what is the kind of regulation, because every muscle has a different way to perform the activity. So based on location, now as I told you, muscles are divided into many types on the basis of either location or appearance or the nature of regulation of activities. So first we are looking here different types of muscles based on location. So based on location children, there are three types of muscles: skeletal, visceral, and cardiac. So we will be doing this one by one. Let me show you in the diagram also. Again, a little bit of revision that we have already done. It includes muscles which are mesodermal in origin. 40 to 50% of the body weight is actually constituted by muscles. Muscles are excitable, contractile, extensible, and they are also elastic. So we have already done this in points. Now we have, on the basis of location, we have divided muscles into three types: skeletal muscles, they are also known as striated muscles, they are also known as voluntary muscles. Next type, visceral muscles, non-striated or smooth. Now children, what are visceral organs or visceral muscles? Children, remember there are two types of organ in our body. Your arm is an organ, your leg is an organ, your nose, your ear, your eyes, all are organs. But there are certain organs which are present inside your body, like your stomach is an organ, your kidney is an organ, your lungs are organs. So anything that the organs that are present inside the body are called visceral organs, and the muscles which are associated with these organs are called visceral muscles. Okay. So the organs inside the body are visceral organs, and the muscles which are associated with these organs are called visceral muscles. We also call these muscles as non-striated, and we also call them as smooth muscles. Now the third type of muscle is cardiac. We all know that cardiac muscle is the muscle of heart. Okay. Now we will be doing each and every muscle one by one here. Human muscular system has three types of muscles. Just now we have seen. The first one is skeletal muscle, also called striated muscle. Now children, why do we call these muscles as skeletal muscles? Because they are attached to skeleton. Because these muscles are a part of skeleton, attached to the skeleton, so they are also known as skeletal muscles. You can see the diagram here, attached to the skeleton. Then children, they are also called striated muscles. Why do we call them as striated muscles? Because they have light and dark striations. You see lines. You can see the whole muscle is divided into light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, striations or bands. These are striations or bands, and because of these striations, this muscle is also called striated muscle. Then children, we also call them as voluntary muscles. Why do we call them voluntary? Because they work on our will. हमारी मर्जी पे काम करते हैं. मुझे हाथ हिलाना है तो ये मसल काम में आएगा, ये मसल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होएगा, रिलैक्स होएगा. मुझे उठ के चलना है तो ये मसल जो है काम करेगा मेरी मर्जी पे. इट विल वर्क अकॉर्डिंग टू माई विल. Okay, so such muscles are called voluntary muscles. Now you see children, I have given you reason for every word. I gave you a reason why they are called skeletal muscle. I also gave you a reason why they are called striated muscles, and I also gave you a reason why they are called voluntary muscles, right? They have rich blood supply, children, and these muscles get fatigued. Fatigue means ये muscles थकते हैं. They get tired. So striated muscles show fatigue. That means ये थक जाते हैं. आपको बहुत देर लिखना पड़े, अगर 4-5 पेज आप लिखते हो तो आप कहते हो ना हाथ दर्द हो रहा है, या आप बहुत ज़्यादा चलते हो तो आप कहते हो ना कि मेरे थक गए, पैर दर्द हो रहे हैं. Because these muscles get fatigued. Okay, then muscle fibers is multinucleate, which means that they contain many nuclei, and the word for multinucleate is syncytium. This word syncytium means that this fiber contains many nuclei. Normally a cell contains one nuclei, but these muscle fibers are having many nuclei, so syncytium. And they are also having large number of mitochondria, because these are the things which will provide energy, and skeletal muscles because they perform lot of function चलना है, फिरना है, बैठना है, काम करना है, लिखना है. So lot of energy is required. So these muscles have large number of mitochondria. Okay, so let me now go to your NCERT. See, skeletal muscles are closely associated with skeleton components of the body. They have stripped appearance, that means striated under the microscope, hence are called striated muscles. As their activities are under the voluntary control, that means it works on our will. So that is why they are called voluntary muscles. They are primarily involved in locomotory actions and changes of the posture of the body. So I have told you everything about skeletal muscles. Now let's move on to the next one, children. Next muscle is the visceral muscle or smooth muscle. Now why do we call them visceral muscle? I just told you previously in the video that because they are attached to visceral organs. And who are the visceral organs? The organs present inside the body. So because these muscles are attached to visceral organs, so they are called visceral muscles. Okay, now why are they called smooth? They are called smooth because they do not have light and dark bands, or they do not have striations. See, they do not have striations. That is why, see, no striations are here. So that is why these muscles are also called smooth muscles. Then they are also known as involuntary muscles. Why do we call them as involuntary? Because they do not work on our will. हमारी मर्जी से काम नहीं करते. आपने रात को खाना खाया तो स्टमक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिलैक्स करके डाइजेशन करेगा. आप चाहो ना चाहो स्टमक अपना काम करेगा. वो आपसे पूछेगा नहीं कि मैं अभी करूं डाइजेशन. So such kind of muscles are called involuntary because they do not work on our will. Next, they have poor blood supply. Okay, they do not get fatigued. पेट थकता नहीं है डाइजेशन कर करके. पेट नहीं बोलेगा दर्द हो रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा डाइजेशन करना है, मैं थक गया हूँ. नहीं, हार्ट जो आपके लंग्स हैं वो काम करने से थक नहीं सकते. सो दे डू नॉट गेट फटीग्ड. जैसे स्केलेटल मसल जो थे वो फटीग शो करते हैं, वो थक जाते हैं, बट दीज मसल्स डू नॉट शो फटीग. Okay, then they are uninucleate. That means one nuclei. You can see in the diagram every cell has one nuclei. Okay, and they have less mitochondria because इन मसल्स को उतना ज़्यादा भारी काम नहीं करना जो कि skeletal मसल्स को करना है, इसलिए number of mitochondria are less in visceral muscles. Clear? Next, third type of muscle, very famous, cardiac muscles, found only in the heart wall. Nowhere you will find this muscle. This muscle is found only in the walls of the heart. And they have light and dark bands. They have striations. जैसे skeletal muscles में striations थे, they also have striations. Then these muscles are involuntary. They do not work on our will. मैं ये नहीं कह सकती हूँ अपने दिल को कि अभी धड़कना बंद कर दो, मेरी मर्जी नहीं है, अभी मत धड़को, ऐसा नहीं कह सकते. They will not work on our will, so they are involuntary. They have rich blood supply. Lot of blood vessels bring blood to these muscles. They do not get fatigue. That means थकते नहीं है. ये थकेंगे तो इंसान भी थक जाएगा, है ना. राम नाम सत्य है. ये थक गए तो क्या होगा, डेथ हो जाएगी. So they do not get fatigued. And they are uninucleate. That means they have only one nucleus per cell. and they have large number of mitochondria, because this is the main organ of the body which is going to help in the survival of the organism and help the heart to beat, क्योंकि हार्ट बीट करेगा तो ऑर्गेनिज्म सरवाइव कर सकता है. So children, this is at a glance comparison of muscles. एक tabulated form में आपको comparison दे दिया है ताकि आप अच्छे से इनको prepare कर सको. Attached to skeleton, attached to visceral organs, and they are present in the heart wall. Striations are present, striations are absent, striations are present. These are voluntary, other two are involuntary. Rich blood supply, poor blood supply, rich blood supply. फटीग मसल्स थक जाते हैं, बाकी दोनों नहीं थकते. मल्टीन्यूक्लिएट, अदर टू आर यूनिन्यूक्लिएट. मोर माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, लेस माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, मोर माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. So I hope this table will help you to remember properly about the muscles. Okay children.